Hey guys, Chukoblago here. Uh, I just want to talk about Elon Musk. Most people don't know that Elon Musk is from Africa, from South Africa. Yeah, some people will be like, hey, he's not black. Well, I don't care. He's from Africa. And there's one thing unique about people from Africa is that we don't grow up with everything provided by government. We have to struggle, and through that struggle, we solve problems. Okay, and through that solving problems, when we find ourselves in societies where government have done the needful, all you have to do is just find a problem to solve. Now, based on the problem you're solving, and this value you're providing to the marketplace determines what your net worth will be. And here we have Elon Musk, who is a billionaire, one time the richest man on the planet. And it strikes me on how he thinks, because the kind of value he provides is not your daily, you know, Dangote level of value to the marketplace. Let's look at electric car. Let's look at his solar aspect. Let's look at the boring company. Let's look at Neuralinks, and let's look at what's this on SpaceX, and then now talk about Starlink. Okay, so I'll start with the electric car. And when I look at the electric car, one, I look at the the solar roofing sheet, and look at space Spaces and Starlink. They have one thing in common: he's preparing for the worst situation that can ever happen in the history of mankind, which is a situation whereby war escalates and nuclear weapon is being used. That is what he's preparing for. Because if you look at it this way, I have power, but that power is provided by who? Government. So which means if government decides to take away power, or if something happens on a massive apocalyptic state level, okay, it means I won't have power. So which means I have to generate my power. Now you will say maybe generators, but you need oil. And when you're in an apocalyptic situation where there is no oil and people are fighting over resources, guess what? Nobody can fight over the sun. So which means with the solar panels, I can power my house. Which means I can live off the grid. Now, if I can power my house and I need to go from point A to point B, and let's say the road is dangerous and I need, or where I'm going to is far, which means I need a car. And what type of car can survive in an apocalyptic situation? An electric car. Yes, there are other vehicles out there like the hydro ones, but I'm just talking about Elon Musk, okay? Now, which means my house can become my power generator, and from the excess power in my battery or my house battery, I can power my car and use it to go long miles, long distances. And in an apocalyptic situation whereby there is no data and we're already in the cashless situation, there is Starlink, thanks to SpaceX that is launching satellites. So which means with a Starlink, I can get data, internet, access to internet. So which means in a post apocalyptic situation, or in an apocalyptic situation whereby there is no bank, there is no network provider, I can tap into SpaceX satellite or Starlink satellite and get fast internet, which is what we saw in the case of in Ukraine when the war started, when the banks were offline. Elon Musk provided Starlink, and he's doing that to other war-torn and crisis places suffering from different crises, whether it's natural crisis or man-made crisis. And also through SpaceX, it's talking about a situation whereby the Earth or an asteroid collides with Earth and destroys the Earth's protective, whatever measures that Earth has that made it, survive all this while without extreme catastrophic situations. It means that we can, through SpaceX, travel to Mars, which is the next planet that has been proven habitable. Or let's say the solar flare or the sun grows to the point that the heat is unbearable for mankind to exist on Earth. It means that through SpaceX we can go to Mars. Like, that's crazy. And now, looking at what is going on in the world and looking at how information is manipulated and people are being programmed to become NPCs, like what I mean, non-playable characters in real life, he bought Twitter, which is the hub of independent journalism and real-life update on events. So if I want to catch up on what is going on in the world, I simply go to Twitter. Some people will say, oh, it's more far right. Well, left and right can exist there, but the most important thing is that information that is uninterfered with is getting across to me for me to make a decision as a human being. So he's handling, thanks to Twitter, information and fact and correct and real information, unadulterated information and data can reach people for them to make up their mind, for them to, go through and make their decision. And you have people from all walks of life, they are airing their opinion and expressing their freedom of speech. That's the level Elon Musk is taking. It's either he's the good Lex Luthor. That's how I put it. Unless Elon Musk is the good Lex Luthor. For those of you guys who follow comics, you know that in another universe, in the multiverse, there is an Lex Luthor that is a good Lex Luthor. Or maybe you can call him Tony Starks. Any of those ones. But the problem he's solving is something that is preparing mankind for the worst possible situation. So this is my analysis of, what I think about Elon Musk and his investments, his businesses, his inventions, and, what drives him. And mankind, survival of mankind is what is driving Elon Musk to, into the different businesses that he's doing, and that is what made him, gave him the billionaire status. It's not that he has billions in cash, it's because he has multiple establishments that are billion-dollar industries or billion-dollar businesses. Like, the guy is a genius. Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Take care and bye for now.